Hi guys, welcome back to the Laker family. I'm going to be discussing what happened between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks last night. The Lakers obviously came away with a commanding win, and I love it, I love it, I love it, and I love it. This is a statement game that we needed to go out and win, especially after the crushing losses that we had against these recent top contending teams like the Clippers and the Bucks. So this, in my eyes, was a reassuring type of game to remind not only Laker fans, but to remind the team themselves that they are capable of beating these top teams if they go in and do what they are supposed to do. Our team played well from top to bottom. They played well. They played great defensively. They kept the Mavericks at bay the whole game. There was never a moment of doubt. You know, the Mavericks, I believe themselves knew that they weren't going to win this game once it got to a certain point. We kind of took their heart away early in this game. Tim Hardaway went out early with an injury, and Bradley was just hounding Luka Doncic. The guy couldn't get anything going. And even on switches, I felt like we did a much better job this time around against the Mavericks because the first two matchups we were having a time guarding that pick and roll with Luka Doncic and his bigs. He was just spreading our offense out and doing whatever he pleased. Whether it was a lob to the rim or a kick out to a three-point sniper, or him getting open off a pick and roll, either shooting a deep three or coming in doing one of those patent floaters that he does. It wasn't none of that this game. We weren't having any of it. I felt like our big guys did a terrific job as far as showing and then getting back to their man to prevent easy lob pass. I felt like whoever helped on a switch, they did their job. And I felt like whoever was guarding their man in the corner, a sniper or whatnot, they were doing a good job as far as coming over, showing enough to keep Luka Doncic at bay, but then also spreading back towards their man, not giving up a kick-out three-point shot. So I felt like we did very good on that front. Kudos to the defensive scheme for this game. Porzingis was held in check by Anthony Davis. He couldn't get anything going. Their two stars were Porzingis went 11 points, 4 for 10, 3 for 7 for three-point range, and he had 5 fouls. Luka, 19 points, 0 for 6 from three-point range, 5 for 14 from the field. 6 turnovers. We were hounding him. We did a terrific, awesome job. And you cut the head of the snake off. The rest follows. So the rest of his team were kind of left not knowing what to do. They were just kind of like running around with chickens with their heads cut off. They didn't have no clue what to do once we controlled Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic also had a scary fall. I think it was the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken, where he tried to pass the ball, but he kind of got double teamed on that play. He tried to get the ball up, and he couldn't because Dwight had his hand on it, and he got forced back. And when he fell, it sounded like his body landed so hard, and it felt like his head cracked the hardwood floor. And when I heard the sound, it sounded so bad. I kind of screamed. I was like, "Oh, snap!" And all I could do was kind of cross two fingers for the guy, and just hope that he was all right, because you never want to see stuff like that or somebody get seriously injured, especially a young prodigy like that get seriously injured. And I thought it was going to be way worse than it was, the way it sounded and the way his head bounced up off of the floor. But yeah, I always say the guy got a game. Like, he reminds me of a Paul Pierce with a mixture of Steve Nash. That's the type of game he got. A lot of people say Larry Bird, but that's the kind of comparison I would compare him to. But we did a great job on the rest of their team as well. McGee, another good game. Three blocks, was creating havoc. He was also giving LeBron passing lanes. Whenever LeBron got doubled or whatnot, JaVale McGee was doing a good job of making himself available for an easy dunk or alley-oop, or just making himself available for LeBron to get him the ball. Bradley only had 5 points, but as I just mentioned, his main impact came on the defensive end, guarding Luka Doncic. I love that about Bradley, that he doesn't need a high level of scoring to show you his value on the team. And that's what I want from Danny Green, basically. If you have, I can kind of put up with a cold shooting night here and there if I see that you're doing stuff defensively like Avery Bradley nightly. But Green had a slightly better game than normal yesterday. 10 points. He hit 2 3-pointers, and he played sound defense. 2 steals, and he kept his man in check as well. And he did good on switches, on pick and roll whenever he had to pick up Luka Doncic as well. Kyle Kuzma had a bad shooting night, but he played good defense this game, so I can't get on him too hard. And he's been playing lights out the past couple of games before this one. So as long as he doesn't repeat this bad shooting performance, I'm okay with. I'm gonna give him a pass this time because he did play great defense. Dwight Howard, awesome game. 15 points, 6 for 7. Provided great energy. Made himself available just like JaVale McGee. They found a guy open numerous times for easy dunks. And he made his free throws too when they tried to do hack of Dwight. Rondo, 4 points, 4 assists. Nothing too spectacular. The Caruso did okay, 6 points, but the main guy I wanted to save for last was Caldwell Pope. 19 points, 5 or 6 free throws, and 4 or 5 from the 3-point range. This guy is very, very impressive. He's impressing me like no other player on this team for right now. I'm loving everything that KCP has to offer right now, and to be honest, I feel like KCP is our best supporting player right now, even more than Kyle Kuzma. He's been more reliable than Kyle Kuzma. Yes, Kyle Kuzma, we all know Kyle Kuzma has better scoring ability and has more potential to erupt more than KCP. But as far as consistency, KCP has been the best third most valuable player on this team behind LeBron and Anthony Davis thus far. And I'm very pleased from what I'm seeing. KCP, to me, he can. I would put him in the category of Lou Williams. The same value that Lou Williams is bringing to the Clippers, that's the type of value that KCP is bringing to us right now, and that's very crucial. No, he's not the elite scorer that Lou Williams is, but his scoring is efficient enough, but his defense is way better than Lou Williams. So the value equals out to be the same. And he's bringing that type of value to our team right now, and that's very, very crucial going forward. If he can keep this going, which I believe he can. He's showing right now that what he's doing is not a fluke because it's been consistent. The past, I want to say 16 plus games or so, it's been consistent. He's been around the 13 to 15 point mark every game and playing hellacious defense. So kudos to Caldwell Pope and keep that up, please. Overall, as a team, we did well offensively and defensively, holding the Mavericks to not only 95 points because the Mavericks came in one of the hottest offensive teams. I think they were ranked the #1 offense in the league, and they were beating good teams before we just played them. Turnovers, we still need to bring that down. There was 16 of them. And we shot a tad bit better from three-point range, 9 for 23, almost shot 40%. So I don't mind us being in that range as long as we shoot around that 40% mark. Just don't fall in love with the three. LeBron didn't have so much of a good game offensively, only shooting 3 for 10, but he still had an impact all around. 13 points, 13 assists, 2 steals. He was 5 for 6 from the free throw line. So the good news is we didn't even need a high scoring game from him, and we still blew out the Mavericks. That's scary in itself. Because I know the potential this team has for us to be able to do this and not have an eruption from LeBron offensively and Anthony Davis offensively. Anthony Davis did shoot efficiently. He shot 8 for 12 from the field, 7-9 for free throw, 9 rebounds, and he had 23 points. But we all know Anthony Davis is capable of erupting for more than that offensively. And we still were able to blow the Mavericks out. That's what's scary. One thing I did want to point out is I feel like we struggle sometimes getting Anthony Davis the ball in the post, especially because more teams are playing zone against us now to combat the talent level of Anthony Davis down low. They don't want him to get in the comfort zone, so they play zone to combat that. And when they do that, it seems like we kind of get a little bit shaky sometimes or get a little lost on how to get him the ball. And that takes away from his touches. So we got to do a little bit better on that front, finding better ways to get him the ball in those situations. Other than that, I don't have too many other gripes about anything that I've seen. Let's just keep this type of level, intensity, and focus, and we will be straight. We will be all right, guys. So with that being said, I think I covered the bulk of everything. And as always, thank y'all for watching and rocking with me. If I missed anything, leave a comment down below. And if y'all would like to join the Laker family, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.